Hello, everyone. Hello, NF9 Soldiers. That's what is happening. How you guys doing? New week, new bag, new blessings, new peak, basically. And we're about to start the new week. And I wish you guys success in your trade. So this is going to be the weekly market analysis, weekly market breakdown. I'm going to set for you guys. What are we anticipating from the markets, and what are we going to be looking for in terms of setups and buyers. Okay, just to make a quick announcement for you guys in the group. So I think I'll be deleting the whole videos on our Telegram in terms of course and all, because I'm going to upload new ones, and basically we have adapted to the market and how we are going to be trading today. I think is more reliable. I'm not saying the previous one we are using is not working. It's cool, but we're using it for like 3 years now, and but then we have to adapt to a new trading style, and which I think is very, very great, and we all going to benefit from it definitely. So that's just a quick announcement, by the way. So let's start our week with DXY. These are the pairs I'm looking to trade tomorrow based off what I've analyzed and what I've seen. And if you have any pair, anything, just send me on WhatsApp. I will take a review and then let you guys know what I think about any other pair that is not on this watch list for tomorrow. So basically, dollar index for the starts. What can we see going down to the monthly time frame? We can see that we are trading in an environment where we've seen some sideways up move down. We've seen price come to this area before rejected. So it's not something that we'll look at, oh, one candle, this one like right here, and say, oh, this is a strong candle. We're going to continue to push the upside. No, it's cool if we have that candle. It's actually a strong bullish candle on the monthly time frame. But when we are in no man's territory, and a place where I love to call no man territory is more like this, where we have nothing close to it that we stop it from rejecting from that area. So I love to call those areas no man territory, and those are where I love to see good candles. You can see all of this no man territory. So anything trading inside of here, we have a territory because we have structure that is very close to it, and that's why we had that rejection over there. So I love to see them on no man's territory. You can see this is a perfect example of a no man's territory right here. So I love to see them happening where we have nothing that is going to affect them. But this one is a good candle, but we have structure right here. So we never can tell unless we push out of that territory, which is out now. We are trading outside. Nothing is actually around here. So we're going to see more push to the upside. But we don't know how this monthly candle is going to close. This is a game of probability. So we just have to stick to our trading plans and analysis and take what we have to take. You get me? So so on the dollar index weekly time frame, we've seen 2 weeks now we've been trading inside of this zone. Like nothing really is happening, no big movement since last 2 weeks, and hopefully this week we're gonna see some movement. Okay, so on the 4-hour chart, what can you see? If I should bring this out for you guys now, let me just take this one out and you tell me what is it from here. So what can you see from this? What would you say is this? What trend would you call this? Is it an uptrend, downtrend, sideways, or whatever? So personally, I would say this is an higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and so it's an uptrend for me, and that means I'm looking for a buy setup, even if we have all of this daily bearish candle. And you can see some rejection of the 20 EMA as well. But that's just by the way. And we having wicks, we already know wicks are signs of rejection. So basically, I will be looking for a buy setup based off market structure. And where is the structure that I can see is in the line chart. I can see an area and also another one here where we love to see price come and to retest, and just since I like to buy low, just keep it right there. So on the daily 4-hour chart, here we go. So we've seen price. Some people say, oh, we break out of structure, they'll draw a 110 line and they'll be like, oh, this is a sweet impulse correction, impulse broke out. Trust me, guys, I won't want you to look at it that way anymore. That's what you normally do. Structure is the key when it comes to trading. Trend line is not, it's just a guidance. This is what the market have been doing, as you can see, in terms of we are still trading inside of this zone. So why are you saying this one is a breakout for a push to downside? We are not certain yet, because we've seen price don't do that over and over again, and we just keep going in direction. So just like they said, everyone said the trend is your friend, so we'll stick to the trend. Okay, so I'd love to see some push down before we get push up, on this particular pair. So we'd love to see some push down before we get a push up, obviously. And where am I looking to take that? I'm looking to take the long position here if we get a confirmation, but yes, we can still make money before that time, which means we can still sell all the way down. So what are the buyers that we are going to sell? We already have a high right here now, and on the 4-hour time frame. So if we get a strong breakout, then I'll consider that our sell signal to go short. But mind you guys, this is also just a structure, which means that anything can happen. We can break and keep pushing down. Okay, that is just where we want to have in mind that in terms of rejection or take profit one, blah, blah, blah. But definitely, yes, I'm not saying this is wrong. This is right as well. Like, oh yes, breakouts of trend line correction. But I'm just telling you guys to pay attention to structure more of like, oh, what is the overall movement actually doing? It's not really trending. We are still inside of that zone. Okay, so I would love to see a sell setup. Then I'd love to see price take out the high of yesterday, which is this particular high, if we are going to sell. Or if we get a strong breakout of that particular candle. These are like things I'll teach you guys some trick on the new course, so you get to learn about candles and how they works. Like it works like magic. You guys will benefit from that. But just by the way, I would love to see us take the high or get a strong breakout to be looking to go short, and we have that in mind. Okay, on the DXY. So Euro USD, last week we took a small loss trying to buy, but the market said it's not ready to buy, and what can we do? Nothing, because we are not the market. So when the market says it's not ready, it's not ready. So this week, I'm looking at the daily time frame, monthly. We had a strong monthly bearish closure. As you can see, we might want to continue that movement. And we have this movement as well on the weekly time frame, sideways movement. In my opinion, two candles like that, usually we get to see some big push to the upside, and with my experience and what I've seen. But then let's not neglect the fact that this is a downtrend on the weekly time frame, and let's not ignore structure. That's why I'm looking at where we've seen rejection in the past, and that'll just be our target for now, since we want to go long. So for our time frame, remember we were supposed to buy right here on Thursday, yeah. After this lovely breakout of that particular candle, we were to go long like this. That was the setup, but then boom, took us out. It's fine. Something unusual that normally don't happen, but then it's fine. So what was I expecting next from price action? I have this wonderful, beautiful structure. Personally, I love to use the open of that candle right there. That is a lovely supply area where I'm looking to buy, So I love the open of the candle. It makes a lot of sense on other time frame as well, like the 2-hour time frame. Yeah. Okay, no, not this one. So let's just stick to that one. But then the week also is valid. It's something you don't want to miss out on. But then I have a doubt that price is going to come back here. But if it comes down here, that would be a lovely area where personally I would love to take that buy all the way to the top stop loss just below that structure right there. Oops. Structure right there. low risk, high reward right there. And it's lovely. But then we had something that happened today, and we came to a supply area in a 1 hour time frame. As you can see, this particular candle right here. Let me just take out this one. So we came to that area. First, I was looking at, are we going to reject off here, or we're just close right there. I love to see price come down there and go down to lower time frame to look for entries. But this one happened with the 1 hour supply area, and then we had about over 40 pips push the upside from that particular candle. Stop loss would have just been 7 pips right there, and boom, 48 pips. That was the move I was expecting from here. So I don't know if we are still going to come back down, depending on what we happen during this Asian section. I would love to see more push the downside. That would give me hope that, oh yes, we might get there. But regardless, man, we might not just get there. Just like what I said on the dollar index, might just break this particular candle. And if it's a strong breakout and it happens on a good time, like 10 a.m. 2 p.m. So those are like good times. Then I'll be looking to take that buy. Stop loss just below this particular candle right there. And if it happens, but if it didn't, then nope. So more like this. Something more like this now is what I'm looking for instead of this spot. This is the best one for me. But that's just by the way if it happens. Okay, so this is a lovely buy setup. If you ask me, I've already explained on the last video I did. We broke out of the structure, as you can see, we created a new. All right, so I would have taken any supply area on lower time frame here if we break out of this high, but we didn't break, so most likely we're going to come back to that particular area. So I will be waiting for that, and I will keep you guys updated. GBP USD, lovely setup formation. So weekly time frame, strong bullish, and daily time frame, as you can see, we had a bearish closure. What does that mean? We have to break and close bullish to continue to buy, or we have to come down to a supply level, to a demand level if we want to. Sorry, I'll be making mistakes. Supply level is more like sales area. So I would love to see price come down to a demand level if we want to buy or we break that particular candle. So we are moving correctly, and you can see on the 4-hour time frame we are trading way above the 4-hour 20 MA confluence, and you can see we broke out of this structure. And I don't have to go speak a lot of language again. Most you guys already know what it is, and you can see we have the structure high right there, swing low, swing high. We broke through, and now we are correcting. What are you anticipating? More push to the upside, obviously. And on the 4-hour time frame, we don't see any structure right there, so we just have to work our way down to time frame where we can see those supplies, candles, and obviously on the 3-hour time frame is looking so perfect right here. And on the new course, you see I'll give an in-depth explanation on this, how you can know which one is valid, which one is not valid, how, everything about it, based on how I've back tested my own self, because, I've worked on this for a very, very long time. And basically, on the daily time frame, we have an area of supply at the top right there, and where I'll be looking to take profit for this trade right there. That's on the area of supply. So anywhere around there, we'll see that where I'll be looking to take profit based on this particular trade setup. So it's not bad on the 3-hour time frame. We can still see that we're going to be risking about 16 pips right there, for entry. Personally, I'll let you guys know when price comes to this zone, I go down to more lower time frames like 5 minutes, 1 minute time frame to look for the structure that will break as well and come back to another demand zone, which I'll explain to you guys on the new course as well. So this is what I'm looking for in GU. Like, this is my favorite setup for the week so far, and for tomorrow rather. and on GU. So we were already moving correctly, all confirmation 4 hour, 20 MA above, impulsive move up, we broke this high and more push the upside. NAS 100, you guys know I've been preaching about NAS 100 that we are coming to reject off daily weekly 20 MA. And if you've been watching my videos, you get to see that we already have that in the past and here again. So every time we had that weekly touch, there's always a big movement. Unfortunately, I've not been involved in this particular trade because it keeps missing, like I keep missing my entries, not me, the market keep missing it actually, because I don't know, I just buy small pieces and all of that. So it's fine. We can always retest the daily 20 MA after we've broken out of the weekly from the retested from the weekly 20 MA. So there's millions of opportunities on this. No need to rush it, except you're a long-term investor. You buy this. I told you guys this is more like, this is supposed to be like an investment for you. At any time, you can open a separate account, buy and just hold. Forget about it for a very long time. You can do it for like 2 years, 1 year, because this is forever bullish. So this is more like free investment out there that you can invest in yourself. So for you to know this, even if you don't have a lot of money now, anytime, this is more like a blessing for you because you already know a way to multiply your money by yourself, like in a whole year. So it's a blessing actually for you to have the knowledge, even if you don't take advantage of it yet. So on NAS 100, what am I anticipating now? We've seen some serious bullish candle closure, as you can see, starting from boom. These candles are not leaving weak, especially today candle, more weak below, less up. So are we looking to buy NAS 100 and this is the daily low, so we don't have any business breaking the previous daily low because that is NAS for you. We are okay, previous daily low. We have to come back to supply areas and all of that, blah blah blah. So that's when it's happening. So right now we've seen this area, but trust me, this guy will want to take out this high before coming down to any area where we get see more push the upside. So I know NAS very well. So that's why today we'll be looking for a buy setup. Lovely to strong candle to the upside. And what time frame we have to look for areas. On 4 hour, you can just go switch to the line chart, like I've taught you guys. That's the structure where we want to come and retest. We love to see price come to retest again, right there. Lovely structure. And if you want to use a demand area this time around, we can just look at the last candle to the downside, which is the 1 hour candle right here. Another area where we want to see price, get to retest and all. So if this is a rejection, if it's a rejection, we can throw a fib on that zone as well. Swing that swing below and want to sell below 50. So basically we'll be looking for setups around all of this area. 618, 786. 786 is perfect because it's in line with a supply zone. And depending on how price moves, because this guy don't like to, you see, he don't like that to go back. But I'll keep you guys updated tomorrow as well. No need to do much since we are looking for buys on GBP, USD, USD. So obviously we are looking for buys on this one as well. I would just love to see price come back to that zone right there. We haven't really retested, and we almost came down there today before we had that big push outside, which is more like we came to this particular supply zone and then we rejected. But then let's see if we want to come back today and take advantage of that trade. This one as well as the card, we have a shifting momentum already, and we're going to get a complete shift when we break that particular zone. But then we are trending up now. So if we get to come down we're looking to buy from that area. That's another one level right there. AUD same thing as AUD as NZD USD. We have a key area right here. We didn't come there, almost came down to that area. Obviously you can see that's a swing high. As you can see, this is a swing, and this is the next one right there. It's obvious that you can see. So that's where you can put your fee on if you want to draw anything. So we rejected on 50, and let's see where price come all the way down to 618 levels. We're looking to buy. Yes, it's an uptrend. It's clear. Direction is clear, as you can see. So everything is on our side. Nothing to worry about. Just have patience for it. Euro GDP downtrend obviously on every time. I'm trying to rush it now because of time. But I don't like the fact that we have a previous daily bullish candle. If I want to say, I love to see a previous daily candle the previous day to say, just like all of this. But the fact that we have a previous bullish candle, this setup might just be invalidated by breaking the upside. So personally, I won't trade it. I don't even trade Euro GDP. It's just a good setup I'm presenting for you guys. But if you have a nice rejection there, I want to advise a limit order for this one because of that daily candle. But if you have a nice rejection there, it's something you can consider. Euro CHF, this one we broke out of structure and previously came retested that particular structure right now. So we are still in the downtrend long as we are still above all of that. So at that target 1.8, I'm coming back to you. So that's why I didn't take that particular trade. Again, it's price rejected the Asia section, came back to the New York section, right? Rejecting again another Asian section of that zone. But to make sense, let's break structure again. I'm looking for a trade for this nation. GBCHF, lovely trade formation right here. More that's impulsive push to the upside, as you can see right there. But then we don't get that daily support. We have a pin bar, so 2 weeks for these guys to reject off here. That means there's something here. Weeks are blue, so I won't be interested in this setup. Although even if it's looking juicy, I don't know what is this, and this is strange. And something when you see something like you just have to ignore, then focus on the normal price action. And even if you switch to other brokers like let's just see GDP, CHF, right? You won't see that, I promise you. Okay, let's go to one instance. You can see there's nothing like that. So it's just maybe a manipulation or something on that particular GDP. So you can see at Wando, there's nothing like that right there. So this one will be good, but I don't just buy the whole idea based on that daily bearish candle. So I'll wait for a bullish candle on day to see how it goes. GDP AUD. What are we looking for on GDP AUD daily time frame? I don't have any analysis here. And look at this, guys. You can see how perfect it is on daily time frame. You can see how we pushed all the way down, came back to this zone right here, tested that zone, and then we rejected all the way down. Where's the last bullish candle we left? Right here. Oops. Hold on. You can see right here, before this strong push the downside, price has to come back to that supply level which we did, and then we've seen a rejection. It just keeps happening, and you can see it right here also. It just keeps happening and happening and happening. It's something that works in the market, and that's why we are doing it. You can take advantage of it, all of those moves, all of the move right there. You can see, okay, let's start from here for instance. Strong push to the downside, we broke out of that corrective phase. Last candle, the week, sometimes the week, 50% of the candle or the open. And as you can see, we came back instantly. Sell limit was active, push the downside. Mother's impulse to the downside again. Last candle right here. Came back, and it's crazy. Just keeps happening and happening and happening. See, it's tired of happening. So we came back again to that candle, but we reject this one right here. And we didn't come back to that particular one because you can see we are already oversold and we had a reversal. So change of movement. So we just keep doing that and that. So no worries, guys. On the new course, you will get to see more in-depth explanation of this, why market love to come back to all of this. It's not all that is valuable, as you can see, but then there's a way I was able to fish out the ones that are valid and the ones that are not, for us to take advantage of, to mix this particular one. I won't take this, I'll put it on this particular candle because of what I'll explain to you guys on the course. Why? Because you can see that that one has more, should I say, buying power than the previous one right there. So that's why you see price come all the way down. So what are we anticipating now? We had a strong push to the downside on GBP AUD, and same thing, we want to see price. That's a strong push come all the way back to the up. Let's see if we get nice on 1 hour. Around that zone, we want to see price come all the way back and we want to sell up from there. So there's a way, different types of entry types. You can use limit entry types or the other ones, which I don't know what to call it yet, but I'll have to explain it on the course for you guys. USD CHF, my guy, USD CHF. What's up, USD CHF? How you doing? USD CHF is a cool pair. Weekly bearish, daily. Yesterday we had this bullish, and that means we are still going to come all the way up, which makes a lot of sense to see that we broke a structure right here. We're going to come back to where? To a supply area, since we already broke out of a structure. As you can see, we have this structure broken, this other structure broken, and you can see we are on this downtrend kind of thing. So we are looking for what setup, buy or sell setup. So where's our candle supply? Right here, we rejected off the week, and this one is even better than the previous. But let's just see how it's going to be. Let me look at another time frame to look for good candles. You see how this, funny enough, how this one came back to retest and we dropped in already. But that means we love to see price come back to that zone if possible. That's if possible at all. So we love to see price come back to that zone. If we get pushed to that zone, then we're looking to take that sell. I'll upload all of this tomorrow. I'll wake up very early for this and for you guys to send all of this for you guys. But you guys can watch it, save this video, watch it over and over again. These are the ways that I'll be posting for you guys. Make sure that you keep your focus in that, okay? Because it's not a miracle. This is USD ZAR, and you know what it is. And areas broke, came back after this, came back. If you don't see it on higher time frame, you go to more like lower time frame, you're going to see some areas where we're going to come back to. Some areas you see them on lower time frame, where we're going to come back to and where we see price go from there. So keep your focus in that. If you have any question, hit me up. Let's get it.